All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Yellow! Let's go, Lou, Eddie! Here we go. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check, 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 check.
They'll run on first down. Cowan. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yellow.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. Joker, Joker, Joker. Yellow, yellow. Check 43.
Now a give, right side. Langley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Ridley. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. No. Check that. We're going to Mike 52, right?
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Yellow.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get this. Big Ed. Hey, alert 3. Out.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
I don't need to. Let's go, Louie. Pretty quiet. Attack. Mike 55. Yeah.
From the 38, Mahomes rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
I got it. Hey, Ridley. 36. Watch switch. Check 37. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Hey, 57 color. 57 color. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Whip. Yellow. Watch the whip.
And again, it's Mahomes. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
57 color. 41 to Mike. Check 41. Check. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Cut. Nice hit. 41 Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got his tight end, Burton. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal.
Steady weapon. Crunch. Chance. Check 99. I don't need to. Check.
They'll try the left side. Langley, he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Jim. Hero 15. 15.
On second and goal, Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
43. 55. Mike 7. Let's go. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
It's our field. Hey, it's our field. Check. Monday. Check nine.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Monday. For this, they still playing soccer. Monday. Football. Check three. 57. Hey, Charlie. 57. Monday. Hey, man. I might need you quick.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen on the catch. It's Duke Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And the Texans first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the shit. Hey. Monday. Shit. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go.
And now it's Rosen looking. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Middle.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Now Rosen. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Monday. 57's Mike 57. Get ready.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
You got knuckle. Pick the edge. Come.
Now a give, right side. Langley trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Fight on these two. 180. Target. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check safety.
On 3rd down, Langley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got Burton here. fighting down past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Texans nothing.
Yellow, on the line, right? Bring it, bring it. Shift. Hatch it. Jab. Undercrush.
On first down, Cowan shrugs him off, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Stop your whining. Check.
Mahomes going to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33.
No. Hey, on Sunday. Tighten up. Kill. Turn it up. Let's go.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yellow, 180. You can't block me. Mike, 50. Yellow. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey. Check four.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Yellow, on the line. 52's the mic. All day. On Sunday. Check 26. Showing it.
They'll run on first down. Langley, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go. What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right. Even. 4 down. Even.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
61, match box, light. Hard. Hey, team 6. Let's get in there.
Now Rosen looking to throw. This will be caught by Brown. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
We want this. Set. Slam. Kill.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's screen. Shit. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Do. Kill. Switch.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
SOS. Check 31. Check.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Check. Yellow. Switch. I got him. Back smart. I got him. 15. 41. Mike, 41. 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. Rush in.
Now here's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Yellow, yellow. Check. Box trap. Mike 52. Mike 52. I got one. 5'2" is the Mike. Mike's 5'2". Mike 5'2". Here we go. No. 15. 52 right here. 52. 50, yellow. Let's get it right now.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Check 13. Come on. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Where's 52? Watch 52. 57. I'm going to come back to you. 52's the ball. 52's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Mike 52. Hey, come on now.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 59 yards. That's a heck of a way to convert on third and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. Third and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
Check.
On first down, Langley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Hey, switch gears. Back. Check the backer.
On second down now, Langley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
I don't think you got it, son. Mike 52. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, red way. Shit.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This one from 35 yards away. And Butker able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity For them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Throwing again on second down. Throws it. It's wearing the tight end with it. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
54 miles. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Watch twitch.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Got a man. It's Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Uchenna leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 37. Marr able to put this one through. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Rosen will throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
We got double up, double up. Check.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go. Joker. Check 43. Big Ed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Alert 3. Attack. 43.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they will take the lead at 13-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is counter. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Rosen off the play action. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Deebo Samuel, 52 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Screen pass to Connor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check, alert, alert, alert. You draw corker. Check, 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 check. Jim, 80. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Slam. Check him out. Lucky.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Yellow. There's a blue lady. Yellow. Kill.
Throwing now is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
You gonna get this going? Hey, 57. Either team. Check three. Right side.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yellow. 180. Watch the back. 15, 15. Check 15. Check 15.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And an alley to run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
41. We've got to wedge that out. I'm on. 41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
It's our time. Watch the edge. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Come. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Here's Rosen to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
First down, Texans.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Go. You remember me?
Rosen on 1st and 10. He gets it to Thomas. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check safety. Monday. Protein spill.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Nice, sweetheart. Undercrush.
Here's Rosen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Hey, we got 4 down. Check yellow. Check 3. Spot tapping attack. No.
Now Mahomes. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Take four, take four.
Right back to Connor here on first. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Let's get it.
The Chiefs' 45-yard line.
50. 180. Here we go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. One down. Check. 4 down. Check 83. Ball going to 83. Shift.
Connor. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Check 26. Check 26.
Now Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Safety creep.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Chiefs on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's go. 5 4.
Looking from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Our time.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And off the deflection, it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. 15. Safe. Slam. 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 Slam.
On first down, Cowan. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
Chopper.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Bravo! Let's go. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Shit. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That's it, baby.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cowan. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Butker's kick here is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Check the hot read. Check 52. Alert, alert, alert. Small.
Throwing now is Rosen. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
57 to Mike.
Here's Rosen. And Thomas has it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From midfield now, here's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rosen to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, alert, alert.
They'll run here with counter. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Swing 3. 2-18. Jump. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Alert, alert. Rush in. Rush in.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?